Hey, what do you say? It's reality TV Turbo, and welcome to my channel. I just finished watching another episode of 90 Day Fiancé. So this reading is going to be about Marissa and Edward and their age gap. I am kind of curious to see the energy around their age gap and what's going to come out in a reading. What are they feeling about it on an energy level that we don't even know about? So what I'm going to do is read minors and then add it up to a major. Let's see what's going on. It was a interesting, it's always an interesting episode. That's why they have it on TV. So Marissa and Edward, they're about 11 years apart. She's older. So let's see how that plays out. And by the way, it can work. I have a girlfriend who married a guy 12 years younger, and now they're going on their 25th wedding anniversary. So it's possible. Let's set our intentions. Marissa first. Marissa, what are some of your energies around the age difference? What are some of your concerns around the age difference between you and Edward? All right. Oh, the first one is the 5 of Cups. So we know 5s are a change number. 5s can be your number that a disruptor card. So this is kind of a sad card. The Cups just kind of look like loss and grieving. One of her concerns. She'll put all her energy, all her emotions into it. And someday she might find herself at a loss if he leaves. She's worried about her emotional attachment to him. She's worried that if she puts all her emotions in there and the river of life goes by her. What else are you concerned about? Oh, the family. Oh. Well, here's another emotional card. Hers are on the emotional. There's the cups, the 6 of Cups. Okay. You got over the hump of the 5s and you move on to the 6. And I shuffled this deck of a friendship, of a childhood, of friends. The cup is, look at, he's given her flowers and that they build their house behind, even though she has a mansion. This card, I would say, this is what she's looking forward to with him. He's going to have the youthful energy to keep the emotional, romantic part of the relationship going. By him being younger, she's looking at an energy level. He's going to have the youthful energy to keep it going that she kind of excited about. Versus if you married someone so older and they just want to go to bed because they're tired at night. He's going to have the youthful energy. She looks forward to that. Ooh, next is a decision card. This is the 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords, excuse me. And this is telling us that she's been in her head with a conflict about it. She's been thinking a lot about it, and it's provided some conflict in when her making her decision prior to keeping the relationship going. So this card is that she's actually put a lot of thought, and actually, the card is saying you're putting too much thought into it. Maybe you should go on your intuition. I think she has by bringing him to her house. But this shows the conflict in the back of her mind about having someone younger, like a lot younger, 11 years. And a lot also that he's still in his 30s, where he doesn't have a lot of life experience that she has of a career, etc. Though he's had hardship, it's a different type of life. So this is she's been in her head being conflicted about the relationship. And I still see that this card shows that she still gets conflicted in her head about the age gap. The defeat card. Also, another swords, which is your communication, your conflicts, your ideas, your intellect. We call it the mental card. You're up in your head. This is a 5, which is a change card. This is her determination to win the battle about the age difference. In her mind, she is determined. She's just using her intellect, her communication, resolving the conflict. Here's her conflict that she's been looking at. Now she's looking at the change that she's going to win this battle at all cost. Let's see what happens. And the generation card, where she has plenty of money. This generational card, the 10, is the end of the cycle for the pentacles, the money. It also reminds me of there's the dogs and the grandpa and the 2. Oh, and the children there. So the card is saying it can work. She has the money to keep the relationship going on a financial level. She's going to support him financially if he supports her emotionally even though childlike, but it's kind of giddy when you get flowers and a lot of emotional reward from a loved one. So this card is telling me, don't worry, she's going to take care of the financial part of the relationship. And it could last generations for happy times. Okay, let's see what these numbers add up to for her. What major comes up? Okay, 10 comes up on the majors. Let's see what card is that for her on the majors. Number 10. That's a long deck. Number 10. Wheel of Fortune. So, what came up from this reading her concerns about the age difference is, what the heck? She's going to spin the Wheel of Fortune and see what it lands on. She is willing to take the risk. Obviously, he's moved up there, but even keeping the relationship going. She's decided to spin the wheel. Kind of like, what is it? Wheel of Fortune. And you spin that wheel and you see where your luck lands. She wants to see where her luck lands on the age gap. All right, let's do a reading for Edward. How does Edward see the age gap? Well, this will be interesting. Now, he's the younger one, 34, but he comes from a more primitive existence where he lived. I'm not even sure they had hot water where they lived inside the house. Okay, Edward, what are you going to tell us? Oh, he got the defeat card also. 5, lots of changes. He's ready to win the war on the age gap. She got the same card. Marissa got the same card. Ready to win the war on the age gap. Same card too, generational. No matter what the people of the generations of the standards of, well, you have to marry someone your age and have children and 2 dogs. We're going to defeat that attitude. That's what I'm reading it. See, they're turning their back onto the generational attitude of, you can't marry someone older than you. How are you going to have children? Like, way older, 11 years older in her 40s. She's not going to have children. He wants to defeat, this card is saying he's looking to defeat that generational attitude of, you marry someone your age, you have children and 2 dogs in a picket fence. In emotion, some call it the merchant. I say he's a happy card of getting everything he wants. Satisfaction on the emotions. That's what he's looking forward to. Oh, there is some heartache. The 10s. Not all that easy. This could be betrayal. This could be feel like your communications, your ideas, or your intellect has been stabbed. He could feel like this as the conflicts start to arise. That his idea of coming and living with Marissa hasn't all turned out as he had hoped, that his happy merchant, was he's coming up here, all his cups fulfilled, and then he receives some stabs, some heartache. Yeah, because once you start living with people on a day-to-day basis, there are ups and downs, and especially, I would say, in the beginning of a relationship living together, there are conflicts to resolve. And, oh, at the end, he gets the victory card of the wands. He sees that even with the age gap, this can be a victory. Huh. Okay, so he has, we're going to read the roar. He's going to defeat the attitude of the generations that, you know, when you're breaking tradition of marrying someone your age and having kids and 2 dogs. He sees this age gap as fulfilling his emotional cup. He doesn't see it as a problem. There are some conflicts, maybe stabs not in his back of what she's doing, but stabs in the energy of what he never anticipated of experience a 11-year age gap could bring. But overall, he sees this relationship as victorious. Okay, let's add his numbers and see what they add up to. A 4. He got the 4. Let's see what number 4 in the cards are. Let's see what he got. A 4. Number 4. The Emperor. So Marissa got Wheel of Fortune. She's taking the chance, the luck, and he got the Emperor. This is a wise old man sitting on the throne. This card to me is what he wants to become. He wants to become the wise person. Oh, it doesn't matter that I'm 11 years younger than you. I can be wise. I can be making good decisions. I could be this type of person, this type of energy. Even 11 years apart, I can be this type of energy. So this will be interesting. The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. If you hear my dog barking, that means the mailman's here. That's how I always know the mailman's here. Mailman's here. The dog's barking. I don't know. All right. Emperor. And we will watch how their relationship is shown on the show. Thank you for watching.